Yo, what's going on, boys? How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another new video. And in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at the newly and updated Aisha's Embrace, the Trial Scout Rifle. Now, most people are actually focusing on the new weapons for a good reason, but you should definitely not ignore the Aisha's Embrace. They got some really nice updated perks for both PvP and PvE. So whatever you're trying to do with this weapon, you'll probably find a role that you really like. And it being a rapid fire frame scout rifle, I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna be loving this thing. This thing's very popular in Crucible, and this one has some really good perks that is gonna make it one of the best ones out there. So in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at what are all the new perks that are on this weapon, what are some of the best ones, and the ones that you should be looking for if you're looking for a god role on this weapon. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do, remember to leave a like and subscribe to the channel in case you guys are ready for some more videos. And now let's get into it, and first we gotta talk about how to actually get this weapon. And getting this weapon is pretty simple. All you gotta do is just get into trials. You can get this weapon from the end of matches in trials. Whether you win or lose, you'll always have a chance of getting this weapon. But the problem with that is that it's all up to RNG. You could get this weapon right away, like on your first game, or it might take like 15 games to actually get this weapon, because everything is in the pool, including armor and weapons. Getting a specific weapon, it's pretty hard right now. And with there being no featured weapon right now, we're kind of at the mercy of RNG. So that's probably like the most annoying thing about this weapon, is actually getting it. Now this weapon is a rapid fire frame scout rifle, and it comes with two different origin traits. The first one being roar battle, meaning that whenever you're in combat, it increases your handling and stability. This one's actually pretty nice on this weapon, and it feels like it activates immediately. You only have to be in combat for like 0.5 seconds before this perk actually starts taking effect. And the other one is the Trials Intrinsic Fleet-Footed. Whenever you deal damage, you get a short window of increased movement speed and airborne effectiveness. And if you're landing final blows with this weapon, you increase those effects as well. So both these are going to be pretty good. The extra movement speed is definitely very nice in a scout rifle. But now let's move on and let's take a look at the most important thing when it comes to any weapon. Let's take a look at the trade perks. Now we're going to be going through all the perks, having a quick overview on them, but we're going to go a little bit more in depth into some of those best ones for both slots. And after the perks, we'll have some god suggestions so you guys know exactly what you're looking for. And I'm sure if you're looking for a good legendary Void Scout rifle, then this one's probably going to be it. So these are the options that we have for the very first trade perk. We have Encore, Eye of the Storm, Keep Away, Rapid Hit, Shoot to Loot, Demoralize, and lastly Vorpal Weapon. And let's start with Crucible this time, since we do have quite a couple of Crucible perks that are going to be good on this weapon. And first, let's start with Keep Away. This is going to increase your range, accuracy, and reload whenever there are no enemies nearby. Keep Away is going to be amazing. It's an amazing perk, especially for these types of weapons, the scout rifles, because you're already going to be pretty far away from the enemy when using them, so they're always going to be active. And the extra range and accuracy is going to make landing those shots just a little bit easier, so Keep Away is going to be amazing on this weapon. It is going to be a top tier perk. Another decent one is going to be Eye of the Storm. This is going to give you handling, it's going to give you accuracy whenever your health gets low. All of those bonuses are really good. The problem with this perk is that it only happens when you're really low on health. So that's the reason why I think that Keep Away is a little bit better than Eye of the Storm, because that thing is always on as long as you're at your effective range. Well, this one will only be on sometimes. Another good one is going to be Rapid Hit. If you're looking for a bit more stability, if you think the weapon just kicks a little too much, then this one's going to be your go-to. Every time they hit a precision hit, you're going to be increasing your stability as well as your reload speed. So this one's going to be really nice just to get a bit more stability. So if you're looking for that, this one's going to be the way to do it. I think this one's also going to work pretty well in PvE. You're constantly going to be landing headshots there, so you're constantly just going to have increased stability as well as the increased reload speed, which is going to make it pretty nice for PvE. So those three are like the main ones that you should consider for Crucible. And now for PvE, we have things like Demoralize. Now this is going to make it so you make a big weakness explosion on precision final blows, and this is going to work pretty well with this weapon. We're already going for headshots, that's mostly what we want to do. So making a big explosion, a big weakening explosion, is going to be very nice with this weapon. You also have Shoot to Loot. You know, if you are looking for a scout rifle with Shoot to Loot, I feel like there's a lot of them out there, so maybe not everyone's going to be going for this, but it's an option on this weapon as well. You also have Vorpal that you can possibly look into. It does give you a 20% damage increase since it's on a primary weapon, but I don't really think that you're going to be shooting a lot of big enemies with a scout rifle. although if you're trying to break some shields, it could make a difference. Now these are the options we have on the second perk. We have Adagio, Withering Gaze, Desperate Measures, Destabilizing Rounds, Soul Logic, Kill Clip, and lastly Precision Instrument. And once again, let's start off with Crucible, since we have quite a bit of Crucible perks that are going to be really good on this weapon. And let's start first with the damage perks, since that's probably what you're looking for, and the one that are really going to benefit this weapon. The first one's going to be a staple in this type of weapons. Is going to be Precision Instrument. Dealing sustained damage, increases precision damage. Precision Instrument just makes these weapons next level and makes them so much more consistent and so much more deadly. For an example, just how good this Precision Instrument scout rifles are, just look at the Fang of Your Youth. This is essentially going to be the Fang of Your Youth, but on the energy slot. So Precision Instrument is just going to be fantastic on this weapon, and if you want consistency on your PvP scout rifle, you want Precision Instrument right here. Now we also do have Kill Clip and Soul Logic on this weapon, but they essentially do the same thing that Precision Instrument already does, but they require a kill. So if you want to go for a damage perk, it has to be Precision Instrument. Actually, if you want to just take this weapon into the Crucible, I recommend that you grab Precision Instrument. There's not going to be a downside to going Precision Instrument. It is just like the best perk on this weapon. Now for PvE, you can have a couple of different choices. You could also go with Precision Instrument. It does provide a very nice damage increase in PvE as well, and it's going to be very proc with this weapon. So Precision Instrument is both a PvP and a PvE beast. But you're also going to have some pretty good voice specific perks that are going to be very good on this weapon, like Destabilizing Rounds. This is going to give you volatile rounds very easily, as well as being able to spread volatile to enemies. And when you pair up volatile plus demoralize, not only are you going to have volatile rounds and a volatile explosion, you're also going to be weakening a bunch of enemies. So these stabilizing rounds can definitely be a very good choice. And the final one that I want to talk about is going to give this weapon quite a bit of utility with Withering Gaze. This will let this weapon apply a debuff after you aim down sights for a short period of time, and this is something that you can apply just an unlimited amount of times. You can apply this debuff just over and over again on enemies, so it's going to make this weapon very good. And Withering Gaze as a whole, I just think it's an amazing perk on primaries, and it makes their usability of like the legendary primaries so much better by helping your heavy and your specials. So this one can be amazing, especially in some of the higher end content where you need a bit more debuffs and just to do more damage against some of those bigger enemies, like champions. You can pretty much put a debuff on every champion, on any mini boss, as long as you have this weapon. And those are gonna be all the perks that I think that you guys should be going for on this weapon or in this slot. And now let's talk about some god rolls. And I think we're gonna be starting off with Crucible. Now for the Crucible, you're essentially looking for Precision Instrument plus something that helps you as well. The best one though is gonna be Keep Away plus Precision Instrument. You get all the lethality of Precision Instrument, while at the same time getting the accuracy and that extra range, and just increase ease of use on this weapon with Keep Away. So Keep Away Precision Instrument, I think is gonna be your best role, and the one that's gonna treat you very well no matter the game within the Crucible. Another versions of this can be Rapid Precision Instrument, you want the extra stability, or the Storm Precision Instrument. If you weren't able to get Keep Away, it's gonna work pretty well. Now for PvE, I'm gonna recommend Demoralize plus Destabilizing Rounds. You're gonna be spreading lots of weekend, you're constantly gonna have volatile rounds, and you're also gonna make some of those volatile explosions. Demoralize plus Precision Instrument can also be very nice. You get more damage for your precision hits, and whenever you get those precision hits, you spread those weakening pulses. So overall, just doing some more weakening again. And the last one is gonna be another one that's gonna be about the weakening. It's gonna be the Withering Gaze plus Demoralize combo. This is gonna be the ultimate debuff roll with this weapon. Just by aiming down sights, we can apply a debuff with Withering Gaze, or if you get some kills, we can apply an AoE debuff with Demoralize. This one's gonna be very utility heavy, and if you're trying to use this weapon for utility, this one's gonna be amazing. But you can also mess around with Withering Gaze and some other perks, like Vorpal Weapon. You want to just do a bit more damage against some champions. This would be like your champion destroyer kind of role. Or you can also go for Withering Gaze plus Shoot to Loot for some more utility again. And those are the roles that I recommend that you guys go for on this weapon, and pretty much just the ones that interest me. If you guys have any other roles that you guys are going to be looking for, make sure you guys leave them in the comments below, as well as just tell me your overall thoughts on this weapon. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Have you gotten any god rolls from him? especially since you've probably been getting them while trying to go for some of the other weapons. Definitely don't ignore the scout rifle. I know the scout rifle is not like everyone's cup of tea, but I definitely think it's very good. And it's definitely an improvement of what we used to have before. Before, it was pretty alright, but I think this one is definitely going to be an amazing scout rifle now, especially for the Crucible. Like I said earlier in the video, it's essentially the Fang of Your Youth, but now in the energy slot. So if you guys are looking for a nice scout rifle in the energy slot, definitely don't ignore this. And with that, we're going to end today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, dislike if you didn't, subscribe to the channel in case you guys aren't ready, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.